Hello everybody. Just going to see if anybody tips up. Just going to, let's see. Bear with. Here we go. Right. Here we go. Right. Turn that off. There we go. Lovely. So hopefully we will all be able to and I just thought I'd come on and do a little bit of a live make really. So as everyone knows, we're in the East Midlands, and not the East Midlands, in the West Midlands, and we have been snowed in. So I thought I would do a few snowed in makes. This is something that I made this morning. Just here. If I show you that there, it's a beautiful, beautiful Labradorite cabochon. Look at that. That's stunning. And I've just done some wire work there, and then caged it in, and then popped it on a chain. So that was something that I did this morning, just warming up the old hands, you know. And this is something that I made last night that we're going to do today. So it's literally just a is it going to focus for me? I don't think it is it? Because of my cup of tea, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. So, oh, there we go. So you have to bear with me. This is my first time of doing this. I'm just going to take a slurp. Oh, of tea. Lovely. Right then. So what I have gone ahead and done already is I have got, off the internet, I've just printed off some eyes. Okay. So these are just 16mm eyes. And I'm just going to move away to here and get my cabs. I'm actually in the middle of preparing for, I've got a craft fair on Sunday, and I've got everything just out and about. So at this point in time, basically all I've done, and obviously we can't do this live because otherwise it's going to be very boring. I've literally just stuck the glass cabochon on top of our eye there. Okay, so you could do this with any sort of cabochon that's see-through. Obviously you could even try it with a quartz cabochon. So I've now just glued that onto there and I've cut it out. So now what I'm going to do is I have got a ring base. This is actually sort of aimed at people that are probably not used to jewellery making per se. So I've got this lovely bronze ring base here that you could use for cerulean. You could put resin in here, you could put polymer clay in here, or as we are doing, we're popping in a cabochon just to pop inside of there. So I'm now just going to glue this in quickly. Now then, I've left my jewellery glue downstairs, but don't worry, I've got some other glue here, she says. Come on. See if I can get this to, because it doesn't really matter too much because obviously we're going to be wire wrapping it in, so don't worry too much. Oh, come on. Why is it whenever a camera goes on or anything like that, you can never get anything to work? Where are you? There we go. Just get my pokey tool out. When in doubt, poke it out, so to speak. Oh, dearie me. Right then, so I'm just going to... Oh, come on. Everything's frozen. Well, that's a really good start, isn't it? Anyway, right, so pop that in. Hopefully that's enough. I'm just going to give that a nice press. If you've got any questions or anything like that, or if you've got any, you know, any ideas or anything like that, it'd be great to hear from you. So now we've got our eye in place, And then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some wire. Okay, now this is a 0.8 wire. I'm not quite sure for our American friends what that is in the conversion, but I'm sure you will know. Just cut that. I've probably taken, let's give that a measure. Well, I've taken 17 inches. That's way too much, but you know, I just thought arm's length sometimes helps. Not that I've only got 17-inch arms, you understand. Right then, so I've now just done that. I've got now 2 pieces of our wire there, and literally just going to make sure they're close together. You could use 2, you could use 3. And now this is a 0.4 wire, so I'm just going to take quite a bit of that. I've probably taken about 1 metre, and I'm going to fold that, or put that in half, so to speak. So I've now got it in half, and then I'm just literally going to do a nice weave on here. So we've got wire 1 at the top, wire 2 at the bottom, and we've got them together. We've got the middle of our 0.4, and we're in the middle of our 0.8. So I'm going to work on one side first and then work on the other side next. Okay, so then what I'm going to do now is I'm literally just going to go over. Let's have a look here. I hope the lighting's okay. I'm going to go 1 and 2 over 1 and 2, and then I'm going to split them apart a little bit and go around twice on 1. Okay, bring them together, and we're going to go 1 and 2 on 1 and 2, and then 2, 1 and 2 on 1. Okay, so this is 1, this is 2. So we're going to go around 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then go around 1 twice. 1 and 2. Bring that together, and 1 and 2. If you've got your wire there, you could do this along with me, because I haven't actually prepared anything like we do usually on Jewellery Maker there. So we're now going to go around once and twice, and then once and once there. So like I say, if you've got any questions that you'd like to ask, then go ahead and ask. I can only answer whatever you ask. If you want to let us know about your the snow or anything like that, that'd be cool. So I'll just go around twice. There we go. Yeah, so I've got a craft fair in not in Basingstoke, in Bromsgrove on Sunday, and I'm just kind of getting everything ready to go down to there. It's in a pub. It's called the Ewe and Lamb, and I'll be down there. So this is basically, we're just making up like the lid of our eye just here. All right, so, and then we can wire wrap this onto the actual base of the ring. And as I say, for a beginner, this is probably easier than trying to create a base with the wire, which we can go into at a later stage. I just thought sometimes, you know, as we were snowed in and I had a little bit of time on my hands, I thought I would just come along and show you a few bits and pieces. Just take another slurp of my tea. So, and if you're not watching live, then that's cool, because, you know, then at least you can you can fast forward all these bits, can't you? I just thought I'd have a go at filming live, you know. So I'm hoping that I'm staying in shot. So yeah, so there's quite a few different stalls at this craft fair, so that's going to be quite good. And then also on Friday, after I've finished my shift at work, I will be hot-footing it down to our local church, and every year they have like a Christmas tree display. And for the WI, because I'm a member of an active member of the WI, we are decorating a tree to go on display. And we have a thing in the year, and it's a resolutions. It's a bit like, I don't know if you remember Save the Bees and things like that. They kind of bring these sort of things to the government's attention. And this year was alleviating loneliness and the plastic soup. So our tree this year, we've made loads of like pom-poms and things like that to represent the microfibers that are floating about in our oceans. And then it's going to sit on a glass, kind of like a glass plinth or a glass shelf. And then underneath that, we're going to have mesh. We're going to have rubbish. I need to make some little fish to be swimming about down there. We're going to put our Christmas lights under there and also on the tree. And then actually on the tree, we've got, like I said, we've been making loads of woolen pom-poms and things. So I will, once we've get it all up and running and all decorated and everything, I shall take a picture of it just to show you. And then, all right, so I'm just going to finish this side here. So we've still got probably a little bit of wiggle room with our weaving wire there. So I'm just going to bring up now my eye. And as you can see, we kind of want to make a bit of an eyeball shape, or an eyelid shape, should I say. So literally, I'm just going to probably come in with my ring mandrel or anything round if you've got a pen or anything like that. So we're just going to create a little bit of an eyelid just to sit across the top here. Now, underneath here, in fact, I'm going to we'll do that on this side because I've got more wire on this side. Okay, so we'll just do that again. And we're just literally going to create a little bit of an arch. There we go, that's it. So now this is going to be one side of the eye and this is going to be the other. So can you see how that is building up? Okay, right, so next what we're going to do is I'm going to just do a little bit more of a weave and then I'm going to come back under. All right, so we'll just carry on with that weave there. I'll just move these things out of the way. So yeah, so and then obviously with my job, we have to make sure that everyone's well fed. So all of this stock and everything is in the shops. So I'm really looking forward to Christmas, actually. It should be a good one this year. We don't have any young children in our house anymore, but we still have a fabulous time. So like I say, I'm really looking forward to Christmas this year. And then I'm back on Jewellery Maker on the, what day am I back on? The 8th of January. So I'm back on the 8th of January, but I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. So that's quite interesting. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on with that. What else have I been up to since I've been on? Well, apart from digging out snow and being in the snow, it's yeah, I've not really done much, to be honest. So I've started a memory book for my Christmas. So I can show you a bit of that a bit later on once I've finished doing this. So as you can see now, we're just sort of coming back round. So I'm just going to pick up my eye and just to measure it. And I'm going to now probably come in about there. And I'm just going to bring my pliers in. And basically we're folding our wire there. So now that's just going to sit inside of there. And then the good thing with this wire is that you can manipulate it as much as you like. So we're literally just going to be weaving up here and up to roughly about to that point there. All right, so if I pop that back down and then we'll come back in. So it does start off a little bit tricky at first. I'm just going to have another sip, sorry. I should have some music on or something in the background, shouldn't I? I should have thought of that. Still, never mind. Right. Just keep going. So we go around the 2. And then we go around 1. I've got quite an exciting project actually that I'm going to have a go at a bit later on. And it's for all you Beauty and the Beast lovers out there. It's something quite sweet, so I shall be doing a little bit of a show and tell on that at some point. I've been quite lax with my YouTube videos recently, what with being so busy at work and also at Jewellery Maker as well. It's you sometimes don't get a chance to do your videos, but so that's why I thought it might be easier for me to do a live stream. So, well, there is one person watching, so that's good. So, good morning to you. So, at least it doesn't take loads of time to edit and upload because it's already uploading. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right. Put this on here. So we're literally just trying to get up to... Oh, I keep going out of shot there. Just going up to opposite here. Okay, this is... So just try and keep in shot. And I'm sorry, I've just hit the camera. Goodness me. You'd think I'd be alright at this now, wouldn't you? Oh, dearie me. Right. So, coming to the end. I'll just measure that up again. Okay. Right, bring my ring in. Now, if you want to, you can actually pop it on your mandrel. It just makes it a little bit easier just to hold into position. Now then, I'm just going to create a little bit of a... Now then, let's have a look at that. How are we doing there? A few more wraps and I think we'll be good to go. So, bless you. That was my son sneezing. Bless you. Bless you. Because their school's shut as well today. So, much to all their happiness. Oops. Sorry. There we go. Almost there. Like so. There we go. Right. Okie dokie. Now then, we've got a sort of eye shape there. Now if you wanted to, if you didn't want to use the ring and you wanted to make this into a pendant, I don't think I've got a bead up here close to hand. Actually I have. Bear with. Bear with, bear with. Whoops. She says she hasn't got a bead at hand. You could... Let's just go for this agate. here, you could then pop a bead inside to create like an eye, and then you could go on and do like an Eye of Horus or something like that. So, but today we are not going to do that. We are using a ring. So now then, let's move these bits out of the way. So now I'm just going to pop that over the top there. You don't want it to go over too much. You want it just to hug the top. So I've now just popped, I don't know if you can see that, a little bend just in the top there. Okay, so now that's going to sit just nicely on the edge there. So I'm going to bring the top layer, just keep these wires there, just bring the top layer just up and around. So we've now got, we can make some, I'm just going to bring in my other ring for reference, just there. Now then, I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. I think I'm going to bring this around this side here and then come in at that point there. Let's have a look. This is where you can start getting creative and artistic. Now then, I've got some beads here, just some, I'll just bring this in now, move my little make. I've got some seed beads here that I got from, just move that out of the way, and that out of the way, that I've got from Jewellery Maker. These are our brass seed beads that we've got. So I'll just pop them to the side just there. And I'm thinking, what I'm thinking is I'm just going to add some of these into here. 2, 3. Into the top there. Now you could have them going all across the top. Which, am I going to do that? I'm going to do that. Just going to bring this wire back around to here, and then we can use that to attach. And we've just dropped a bead, dropped a bead. Okay, so I'm going to come all the way along, I think, and then this adds a little bit of movement, because you can sit there and sort of play with them whilst you're wearing your piece. So, and like not all of my makes, but most of my makes, I'm not really one for, I'll sketch something down quickly, but I like things to evolve. I like things to, like you could start off in one direction and then the piece will take a completely different direction, and I love that about art itself anyway. So if you think about jewellery making, it is art. You're creating wearable art for people. I mean, I love scrapbooking and I love papercraft, but 9 times out of 10 you can't wear a scrapbook. I mean, you could, but you might not look very good wearing one. So now I'm just going to bring that up through the eye, just to secure that down. There we go. So now we've got a nice little decorative element to our eye, just there. All right, so I'm still just holding that to the eye. Now then, so we've got a wire on either side, so we could now, if you wanted to, wrap that around, which I think I possibly might do. Move my ring mandrel out of the way. Take another slurp. Okay, so we've now got our ring. And actually I'm preferring this one to the other one that I made. So, if you wanted to use the mandrel, you can do. I'm just going to literally use these 2 wires to wrap around the bail. So I'm just going to get in my round nose pliers. This bit could be a bit tricky, so if you wanted to use the mandrel, then go ahead and do so. I'm just going to hold this down and bring it round. Now, don't worry too much. these are adjustable rings as well, but don't worry too much if it goes out of shape, because we've got our ring mandrel, or you have got your anything that is round to use. So I'm just going to leave that piece there, bring that piece around there, and we'll do the same on this side. So now this is attaching our eye, the actual eye ring, to our lid to then make it a whole piece. So just bring that in and around like so, and bring that up to there. Now I'm going to pop that back on my ring mandrel just to see how we're getting on. Oh yes, lovely, love it, love it. Now you can see about the kinetic bit there, these are going to move around lovely. If you don't want them to move around, what we could do, and what I probably will do, is just wire wrap some of the 0.4 just around this bit in here, just to I really wish it would focus on what I'm doing and not down here. I'm sorry folks, I'll have to try and sort it out as and when I do another one. I'm just going to see if I can make a little kink. There we go. I've made a little kink there. Oh goodness me, everything is going. Ah! Right, so we've now got that part attached to there, and if you look, we're still a little bit loose. So, and we've still got our little wires at the end. I'm just going to leave these wires here just for now. Now that I'm going to bring these two back. Okay, and then what am I going to do with these? Are we going to make something? This is what I like about this sort of thing, is because you can just create whatever it is you wish. Now we could go, if you wanted to, you could wire wrap and gizmo around them. Oh yeah, like that. And then you can, what I might do is just pop this back down through the hole just down there, and we're going to bring that back up round this way. Oh yeah, I do like that. And then that just then helps that to sit in a little better. So then I'm just going to bring, what we'll do is actually I'll sort out these tails here. So I'm just going to lift it up a little bit and cut halfway down. Get rid of that. Bring in my pliers. We're just going to squeeze that down on that side, and then we shall do the same on this side here. So just bring that up. Do you know what? I've got a curry cooking in the slow cooker and it smells divine. I'm just going to cut that there. And then, excuse me, squeeze that down. I just might need to turn that round a little bit. Oops. There we go. That's all squeezed in. And now we've got this piece. In fact, I so much prefer this one to the one that I made last night. Right then, so am I gonna, yeah, I'm going to just put my finger on this nice little decorative piece that I've made here, and then we'll just push through the ring, get that back through there, and then that just anchors that piece to there. Lovely. Okay, right, so now that's it. Really, if you wanted to, you could carry on and do something a little bit more elaborate, but I'm just going to come in and, excuse me, cut down there, and then come in with my pliers, and we're just going to squeeze those two closed. Pop it back on my mandrel, just to get the shape. And then we can now get rid of these two little bits. going to cut right in there. One. And there we go, 2. And then there, I prefer that one to the one I made yesterday. This was the one I made yesterday, and this is the one that I've made today. So if I just pop those 2 onto there, you can see the difference. But this one I do prefer a lot more. So there we go, if I just show you that. I really don't know why. I am going to have to sort out the focus. Come on, focus. Anyway. Oh my word. Right, so that is just a little bit of a make. And I'll show it you on, eh? There we go, that's gorgeous. I absolutely love that, even if I do say so myself. Isn't that fabulous? So there you go, nice adjustable ring there. So, yep, lovely. Really loved making that. Oh yeah, I'll show you my little memory book while we're here. Because this is something that I like to do, and I will be making some little charms actually to go on here. But this is just like an old, there's a shop, I can't remember what it's called, Tiger, I think. And they sold these like traveller's notebooks, and it is literally just a thick bit of cardboard here if you have a look. And I've got some old Christmas cards that I've used. So I recycled them, and then literally, there's another one there. There's like a little pocket in there so you can put things in there. So say if you go to like any events or anything like that. I've made a little bit of a shaker card. And then just sort of said that it's like Christmas. You know, the fact that we put up our decorations. That was me making the decorations for outside. Well, for our kitchen. I had a Christmas meal at work. There's my dog, and then this is a picture from when we took the dog out, and then this, I filmed the dog in the snow, and I could do a URL, not URL, what are these called? Carol, what are those? Oh, it's alright, QR, it's a QR code, and that was the QR code for the video there. So I don't know if you'll be able to see that from that, but it's on my Instagram anyway. And then we went out for a few drinks. So this is my lovely family. And that's all I've done so far. And it's like an October daily thing, but not October. What month are we in? December. And so yeah, so it's like a December daily, but I just do it as memories. And this is going to be like our memory book for Christmas. But I need to make some charms to go on here. So I might do some of the wreaths that I did in one of the shows earlier on. But as I say, I've got a couple of other projects coming up. So I hope that you've enjoyed our little snow day makes. I may come on and do a live show or something, but I really love that. I really do love that, and I hope that if you've got something similar, you could do something quite similar to that, and it just helps you build up your confidence in wire work and creating wearable art, basically. You know, as now her name is Yvonne Williams, and she is a fantastic wire work artist. And her saying is fake it till you make it. And I actually quite like that. So, you know, but yeah, have an idea, draw things down, write things down, always have a notebook with you. I do agree with that. But sometimes if you're just experimenting, have a go and then think to yourself, well, yeah, I really enjoyed making it that way, or perhaps I'll try it that way next time. So I'd love to see your makes, your eyes that you make, or cabochon rings, anything like that. Please leave a link to videos or anything below, or please go and visit my JM Guest Designer Katie Reed Facebook page, or even my Poppy K Crafts Facebook page. I would love to see anything that you've done, or you know, or any of the projects that you're making, and pop and like me on Instagram as well. And you know, I can't wait to see all of your makes. So take care, everybody. If you're in the snow, please look after yourself, and show me your snow day makes. Have a good day, everyone. Keep crafting.